Hello there, Big Benedict here. We're playing Spec Ops The Line on the PC on FUBAR difficulty, and this is my guide and walkthrough. This is the final video of my FUBAR playlist. It's not an official chapter, it's just the epilogue, which can be accessed by killing Conrad in the previous mission. So, generally speaking, the epilogue, which we're doing now, is only hard at first, and it's hard for a couple of reasons. The number one reason is finding your way to cover without getting killed. The second reason is the grenade throwers, but the grenades are only something that occur at the beginning, and the main problem you're going to have on this is just finding your way to this piece of cover, which is the ideal position. They start you out with a Desert Eagle and a very powerful assault rifle as well. I've used it a couple of times on the guide. So what I would do right when you start is you want to get a couple of guys killed and then sprint to either the sandbags on the right or some of the cover to the right and blind fire kill, or just snap out of cover and quickly kill anybody that you can, so that you can get as many people off of your back as you possibly can. And then you want to go to that that crate that we were hiding at a moment ago, and which I probably will come back for in a moment. But the AA-12 is just a monster wrecking machine. This is even better than a grenade launcher in some senses. Like 1 to 2 bullets of this thing it beheads enemies. It slaughters folks. I'm not kidding. So they do start you off with a pair of weapons. So I think this is where you would more or less end up at the beginning of this. But once you clear the initial, like the main enemies in this first quadrant, you're gonna find that the rest of it is pretty by the numbers and basic, and not very challenging. It's just that first part. So so there's this main zone over here. There are no frag grenades, and it seems like it's a huge area, but it's actually it's this part, an area to the left where there's some sandbags, and then beyond the 2 Humvees over here, there's a little area where the remaining enemies turn up. But I'm not going to head down there. I'm just going to shoot everybody from the safety of over here. You certainly can progress your way down if you want to get closer to the enemies. I actually did this twice earlier tonight. One of the problems though that I don't like about it is if you die, you've got to reset the checkpoint, and then you've got to go through a small little load at the beginning where you're trying to skip a cutscene, and it's got to do that circle a couple times to load. It's not too bad, it really isn't. But so what do you get out of this? You get absolutely nothing except the thrill of victory and bragging rights and some additional fun. You don't get any achievements for this, but I find it incredibly fun to do little extra things, afterwards, because the 15th chapter is kind of unsatisfying, if you ask me. So having one final thing to do over here, while brief, though challenging, it can give you something extra to do if you care to, and you certainly don't have to do it to get the FUBAR achievement. I wanted to make sure you guys knew that the FUBAR achievement is just for clearing chapters 1 through 15 on FUBAR, and this is just separate. So if you choose not to do this, or if you find that you aren't able to do this, you don't have to do this for the FUBAR achievement. Try your hand on it. Try your hand at it, excuse me, if you like. I think that's going to be it. I mean, see, it's just that first part, getting through it. Okay, so now, like I promised, I'm going to be going through chapter select, and I'm going to be scrolling up here and just showing you that I have completed all the chapters on FUBAR difficulty. This isn't, guys, it's not to show off or anything. It's just for verification, so that there's no doubt among some people that do tend to doubt or are curious if the difficulty that I said I was playing on was the one that I was actually playing on, and it was. I showed you the achievement in the previous video, and now I just scrolled the chapter list. I don't mind doing it. It only takes a few extra minutes, and I'm happy to do it. I was happy to do this Project Redux, and I look forward to the future of this channel, and I look forward to, you know, continuing to see you good folks come back to the channel and support the channel. I do very much appreciate all the support and patronage that you give to my channel, and all the kindly comments that you write in, and for your, you know, your sustained friendship over the years. Because the last time I did this epilogue, it was back in 2012. Almost 6 years ago. Time flies, doesn't it? Time flies when you're having fun. Take care.